Welcome to the Caregiver's Coaching Corner. If you're new to our channel, I'm Dementia Coach Diane, and I'm sharing our journey as I care for my husband Ben, who's living at home with Lewy body dementia. Now, each topic that I cover here is inspired by you, the caregiving community, and I trust that as I share the tips and strategies that have worked for us, you'll be inspired to share what's worked for you so that we can build a body of knowledge and experiences together. Because truly, together we're stronger, and together we've got this. Now, the whole idea of routine and structure is something that you hear about frequently in dementia care, but I don't know about you. When Ben's symptoms first started, it was anything but routine and anything but structured. I didn't know what I was going to wake up to on a day-to-day basis, and I guess between the changes that he was going through and the impact on my nervous system, it just felt like we were living in chaos every day. But I have since come to realize that the routine and structure does help him. And I want to talk a little bit about why it helps in this video and the reasons behind the importance of routine and structure for our loved ones living with dementia. And then in the next video, I'll talk about some ideas of routines that you might want to consider or perhaps have already put in place. So first of all, let's think about it. For those living with dementia, routine and structure can actually create a sense of security for them in a world that can often feel confusing and unpredictable to them. As the brain's ability to process new information declines, familiar patterns can actually reduce stress for our loved ones and reduce their anxiety. So when we put some well-established routines in place for them, they can actually feel like they're more in control. It helps promote independence for them, and it can even reduce agitation and behavioral challenges. In fact, I've noticed that when we change up our routines, and let's face it, sometimes you have to, it really does affect Ben, and I can see his anxiety climbing. So to the degree that I can stick to the routines that we have in place, I do. So it really does help our loved ones to navigate daily life with more ease and confidence if they know what to expect. And it makes it easier for us. So once again, let me just go over those reasons why, and I hope it will inspire you to look for all the different kinds of things that routine will help from the minute they wake up till the time they go to bed. So bottom line, again, the routines and structure will reduce confusion and anxiety. Again, that predictability is going to lower stress by reducing the number of decisions they have to make. And they may not remember the schedule, but their body and their emotions will recognize the consistency. So don't think that just because their short-term memory, in Ben's case, is almost gone, that they don't still anticipate the next thing that you usually do. They will recognize that consistency. The routines and structure also actually support muscle memory and can help them to retain their abilities. So if you do the same tasks in the same way at approximately the same time, you actually can reinforce familiarity, and those repetitive actions can sometimes become more automatic, and that actually allows them to stay more independent. So as tempting as it can be to do things for your loved one, because let's face it, we can do it faster and it seems like it's easier if we just do it for them, please resist that temptation and allow them to do things themselves. And if you set up a routine and structure, they can learn and they can remember. And I'll talk some more about some of those specific techniques in the next video. It's also going to decrease behavioral challenges overall. When routines change every day, and quite honestly, the life that Ben and I used to live was anything but routine. I mean, he's a musician. He used to work totally different hours than I did. I'd be coming and going. I was traveling. we lived a very unconventional and unpredictable life. But all that has changed now. I mean, we do meals at the same times. I help him to change his clothes in the same place and at the same time. I've got my setups all over the house that he's familiar with. So it's really helped, because that stable structure will, again, it'll minimize surprises and promotes a calm environment for both of us. Routines and structures can actually improve their sleep as well and reduce those effects of sundowning that you often find, especially as the sun goes down and as our loved ones are starting to get tired and their circadian rhythms are perhaps out of whack because of what's going on in their brains. It just helps to have their environment at least be stable and structured and in the same routine, especially, for instance, in the evening. So a calming evening routine can really reduce that restlessness in the late afternoon or evening. And lastly, as I said, it's going to ease your stress as a caregiver. I mean, I find that now that we have our structures and I have clothes in a certain place and supplies in a certain place, and I know exactly how to go through the steps for personal care, what steps to go through for meals, what steps to go through for his medications. It makes it easier for both of us. So please, if you're feeling crazed right now, go easy on yourself. Please have some compassion, but start to think about the small steps that you can take to put routines in place. And you're going to have to experiment a little bit to see what works best for you. I mean, it probably took me at least 6 months after Ben's symptoms kind of exploded on us to even know what routines to put in place. So go easy, have compassion, stay connected to this community, and look at some of the other comments, which I'm trusting are going to come in for others to share what's worked for them. So stay tuned for the next video where I share some more specifics about the routines and structures that have helped us. Give us a thumbs up if this is helpful, and please subscribe to our channel. That lets YouTube know that you want to hear more things like this. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned. Part 2 is coming up.